Page 56, Gavotte. You can read the blurb up above. A gavotte is a type of dance. It's another one of those high-class hoity-toity dances they did this. Very prim and proper and all that. Common time or 4/4 time is 2 sharps, as it's in D major. You should be doing my scale video on D major. In fact, once you get to this level of music, you really should be doing the advanced stuff. The full 4 octaves, parallel, contrary motion, the whole bit. C major or D major and B minor, both. Just do both scales. Comes in on beat 3. Gavottes, I guess, typically come in on beat 3. And first off, I recommend you just play it all legato until we get the fingering worked out. And it's just to follow the fingering. It's okay so far. Watch this thing. That's an E sharp. Now here we have a problem because there isn't a lot of, there's no rest or nothing, and this is a fairly, it's a not real fast, but it's a quick little thing. You don't have to. This is where I cheat. I do this regularly, and lots of people do. You're here. It's the last measure on page 56. Here. That first note, C, I play that with the right hand because I'm here. As I'm playing that, I got time to move up. Right there. So I'm using the right hand to help me out. You just have to connect it. It's got to sound like one hand played it all. So on that one, I suggest you do that. Here and then you go on. Here, you don't want to use those fingers, use 3 and 5. It's good exercise. A lot of trills are that way. Just as well try it. Again, here I do 3 and 5. Now, here. Now the left hand gets, the right hand I'm just rotating here. This is the third line down, second measure here. Play it with third finger and then substitute the thumb for it. So you're ready to go on. Then you're back to what you were doing at the beginning. Page 58, this is a rather long piece. Here you're up here. Their fingering is fine. Just watch this. You can adjust fingering in the left hand as you see fit based on the black notes and how thick your fingers are. And then you're doing the same thing down here. Now you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then E sharp, it's an F. 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2. Isn't this fun? Because you're way up here because of that 8 VA, and that's only the right hand 8 VA here. And then you're down here. On this one, this left hand, I do a 2, 1 on that one. Here, so your thumbs are there. C naturals, and I do a 1, 2 here, and then a 2, 5, just so I don't have to move my hands so much. Again, this is a quick little piece. We don't have time to move our hands around too much. Now, it's thumb on that last note. That prepares you for what's coming. Go on. Treble clef and the bass clef, you're up here. And then you're still in treble clef. And here I recommend, this is the second line, third measure. I recommend a thumb on that D in the right hand. This way you're closer to where you want to be. And here in the left hand, third line down, the first two measures, here and then here, I do a 2 on the F sharp. Just pivot on the thumb is all. Just lift up and pivot. That's all. And then go on. Thumb is fine here because you're not playing any other notes. And now we're treble clef up here and you 8 VA in the right hand, so you're up here. Take the 8 VA away, it's the same thing down here, except the notes are not the same in the left hand here, because here it's a C sharp A, and the next line it's a C sharp G, so it's here. Here. It's a D chords, that's all. And then like that. Same thing, an octave lower, bass clef now in the left. The idea is you work it out very slowly with the hands and try and play it legato, and if you have to adjust your fingering, you pencil in the fingering you need, and that's it. Then we can add maybe the dynamics and the articulation. When I'm learning a piece, I do those one at a time, but to shorten the video up a little bit, I'll try and do them both at the same time. It is moderately soft at the beginning, but you have staccatos and accents, so you those 3 notes, you're going to hear those over and over and again, and we want to hear them each time. You don't play them loud, just a little bit. Moderately soft here with accents might take it up to about a moderately loud. It's just, and short staccatos. So we want a difference between the legato and the staccato, so put them all in. The melody is in the right hand. That's what we want to hear for the most part. Except at the beginning, it's all melody. Now they've got a swell. Just don't swell up a much. You can ba-da-da-da-da. And then come down. The idea is you're ending that phrase. You're ending the statement. The whole first line is more or less one long phrase or statement. It's not marked with a phrase line, doesn't have to be. Musical sentences don't have to be marked with a phrase or curve, but nevertheless it is. And at the end of that, you're kind of coming down, and that's all. And then you do it again. Now it's moderately loud here. It's accent. You're still moderately loud here in accents. So the last measure. Now here you're swelling up and then coming back down. Now we want to hear the left hand. Back to what you were at the beginning. Don't slow down in that. Keep the beat going. This is a dance. Dances, you got to keep the beat going. We generally don't slow down too much in a dance because it messes up the dancers. So just keep the beat going. This is like it was at the beginning. Now it's soft. Don't slow down in this. Keep that beat steady. Top of page 58. We just want these eighth notes to just twiddle along, whatever. Get a little louder. Very soft here. Very soft. A little moderately loud. Echo. And now it's very loud. This is like and then you're soft. They're accented, but they're moderately soft, so it's... Again, don't slow down on this. Now they've got an oregano. They want you to slow down a little bit here. I have problems with that, but alright. And a fermata, you're going to hold on to that, and the dancers are going to hate you for it, and then all of a sudden off tempo you go on again softly. In the right hand, the left hand's very soft. So you want that, take a breath. And then staccato, and you're going to get softer all the way down to very soft. You didn't slow down, you just got softer, and then that is one beat, and then you pause that fermata over the rest. It's a pause. There's different ways of indicating a pause in music. This is fine. We just rest a little longer than normal, and now it's incredibly soft. It's a whisper. And a little louder. Still very soft though. And now another pause, another rest over the fermata. Now it's a very loud all the way to the end, and presto. Presto means really fast. Presto's about as fast as you can play. But again, it's got to be accurate and controlled, so don't get too carried away. I just do a nice light wrist staccato. Although this is very loud, you might have to do arm, but you don't have time to get a lot of movement in here because it's fast. And then all the way to the end, just that and that. Very loud, and yeah, we're done. And then the dancers laugh. Oh, that was fun. Let's do it again. That's my impression of this. No pedaling this at all because it has to be a light dance. Allegretto is between moderato and allegro. You have to think of people dancing. About that speed. The idea is, can you play it all at that speed? Go find the hardest part in the piece, and how fast you can play that is how fast you can play it at the beginning. That's whatever it is. Usually at the top of page 57, at the end of the first line is here. How fast can you play all of that smoothly and evenly? Now this isn't bad here because you're just rotating.